Wiley, ooh, popping today.
You is too.
Nah. You letting your hair grow, though. Something going on. Huh?
I am. Beard getting full, hair getting full. It's that summer vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Or you're getting serious about somebody. Let's start this with the NBA Finals. I know how you trying to do it. Look ugly. Game 2 is tonight in Phoenix. Giannis scored 20 points in his return from a knee injury in Game 1 that I predicted would occur. So now his Bucks will try to tie up the series. Giannis has been in Milwaukee since day one, and he was asked yesterday what it would mean to win a title with the team that drafted him. Take a listen.
It's a goal of mine, and obviously you see a lot of people have different routes. You can never judge anybody for the way he wins the championship, that he chooses to win a championship. But at the end of the day, doing it in the team that you started, I feel like it means more.
So I hear you over there, Ugo. Does winning a title with a team you started with mean more?
It does, Sal. And, yesterday's show was so fun. Today's show is going to be so much fun. Every show with you, Marcellus Wiley. It's a great time.
Don't butter me up. I know where this is going.
It means more because there's more of a legacy play involved. That means you really got your hands dirty.
Oh.
I'm going to start with something hopefully we can all understand, or at one point in our lives we'll be able to all understand.
Okay.
I've bought and sold 4 houses. Bought and sold 4
Only
houses
4?
now.
American Dream.
No. Not like Marcellus.
No,
not
don't
MTV
put me
Crib
into
houses.
American Dream.
Okay, not
1, 2, 3,
MTV Crib houses.
No,
I bought and sold for, quaint homes. Another word for saying small. And what I realized, fellas, the very first house I bought, it was a new build. And the new build, it meant more to me than the house I bought from somebody else, because the new build, I got to see when they were laying the foundation. I got to see when they were putting in the water and the plumbing. I got to see when they were painting the walls. I got to go in and actually hand pick the counters. I got to hand pick the stoves and the appliances, as opposed to when I bought a house from somebody else. I was still hyped because I was a homeowner nonetheless, but I was just buying somebody else's house. I just showed up in a house that they had already built. I walked in the door. I just signed a couple papers and said, okay, great, this is mine. Yes, both ways I was a homeowner, but building the home, the new build home, that meant more to me than just walking into somebody else's house. So to Giannis's point, you win a title with the team you started with. You win a title with another team that you didn't necessarily start with. Either way, you would have a title. You would be an NBA champion.
Yes.
But there's something different about being a part of something from the ground up, about laying a foundation from the very beginning. There's something more special and something more unique about seeing the process, not just the outcome. Because, Sel, big dog, I came on the show and Marcellus Wiley was almost said a little sloppy around the edges.
Oh, that's what you want to do?
Yeah, a little sloppy. You a little sloppy.
I was 5 pounds over playing weight.
No, you about 50 pounds. Now, when I showed up, Marcellus Wiley, he was holding down our billboard, if you will. He was holding it back. People would drive by down Peak on back. Oh, look at Speak for... But now look at Marcellus Wiley. Dude was on he wasn't on a Peloton. We ain't gonna give him no false promotion.
No, I wasn't no Peloton.
But my dog was on a bike. Every morning he was pedaling. He was counting his carbs. So I would like to believe that knowing that you worked day in, day out to lose all that weight probably meant more than if you would have just gone somewhere and taken a quick fix pill. Gonna quick fix this or quick fix that, because you grinded for it. The process. Yes. The outcome may have been the same. You lost weight. But as I came to this studio every day and saw Marcellus as he went from this to this to this to this, and now look at him outshining me on a daily basis, I would have to assume it means more. So I fully understand what Giannis is saying. Winning a title with the team you started with means more because you were a part of the process from your day one.
Okay. Oh, man. Let me just start off simply by saying, no, it doesn't mean more before I start getting a little enthusiastic about this take, because I'm about to get excited. All right, here we go. First thing first, how would Giannis know? His ass ain't won no title.
Stop.
I don't want to hear what it's going to mean when you ain't been there, bruh. So he is disqualified from this conversation, as I am disqualified from this conversation, as you are. So we're on the outside looking at...
We won some titles.
Boy, what did we win?
You won a title in
Oh, you talking about lower levels?
Yeah, you won some titles.
I mean, I was MVP Hall of Fame, lower levels, and we could gonna do that. So was Giannis, I'm sure, before he started selling watches. I bet he was the man wherever he was. Here's the thing. I ain't trying to hear nobody tell me what it's gonna be like if you ain't been there, bruh. So that's part one. But let's have fun. Let's have a barbershop conversation, shall we? How can you say it means more? Because you gave me the example of houses, right? And you said a new build.
Yeah.
That means you came in and you got to put some of the finishes on there, right? So the contractor came up to you along with the designer and said, Acho, what would you like for my portfolio, right? This is 60 cents a square foot. This is $1 a square foot, et cetera, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, Acho, there is one house that is just, hey, turnkey, let me buy it, let me get in there. There's another house like you, oh, we're almost done, but Acho, we need you to take us to the finish line. And then there's been a house that your boy has built before. When I am the contractor and designer, because you know what? I'm the final say on this thing.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me tell you, I've lived in all three types of houses. Home is where the heart is, and I am not more invested and had better times, and I had nothing better from me going from 0 to 100 or me already starting at 100 on a helicopter. Let me tell you what happens when you got to do it from the ground up. It takes twice as long and twice as much, and it ain't worth it. It's better to just call the realtor. Oh, that's good. I'll take that. But I'm not even going to go with your example because that was for you. This is for me. Let's talk about all the greats that, let's just say, just called the realtor and said, hey, I want to go there and let me get that championship. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, drafted by Milwaukee, won one title. Then he was traded to the Lakers. Guess how many he won? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You think those 5 didn't mean as much? Didn't mean the same? Boy, stop. Shaquille O'Neal. Drafted by Orlando.
Yes, sir.
Did he win one there? Hell no.
No, sir.
Came to LA. I won my Lakers. I go back to back. He can't stop talking about them Lakers championships still. To the point, he won one in Miami. He don't even talk about that one. He be talking about them Lakers back. Me and Kobe, we respect. Okay, Tom Brady. Did Tom Brady just win? That wasn't New England. He just won a Super Bowl and it was in, oh, you trying to tell me that Tampa Bay doesn't mean the same to him as New England when he was in his second year, getting drugged by the defense and special teams to that same championship. I have more examples, but I'm going to save them for my next slap. The point is, Giannis, you're speaking out of turn because you ain't even got a ring. And trust me, when you get it, you're going to look at it the same no matter how you got it.
One, Giannis is qualified. So the dude is in the NBA Finals. He's 4 games away from winning a chip, and he's simply saying,
Jimmy G.
if I win the chip, it will mean more. Now,
What's Jimmy G?
let's get back to these houses.
Oh,
everybody can't talk about pro sports, but a lot of you either own homes or are going to own a home one day, lived and grew up in a home that you own. Let's talk about these houses.
Let's do this.
So you've had a lot of cribs, had a lot of houses, but only one was on MTV Cribs. Only one.
Good timing.
Was on MTV Cribs.
That's when the show was airing.
One that I believe you helped build from the ground up. At least it had your touches.
Which one?
At the pool.
It
had that dude.
Oh, I added my name.
He had his touches,
I was
Sam.
single, super single.
Because the things that have your personal touches, their intricate touches and the details are the ones we pay the most attention to. Just like your house. You had a lot, but only one got that love.
And I sold it like it was no tomorrow. Get your ass off my books.
Let's talk about the greats, because there's so many great basketball players that have ever played the game. But I think about guys like Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, and I think about their legacy. Dirk's legacy may be even greater than his greatness. Why? Because Dirk played for the Mavericks the entirety of his whole career, and he brought a chip to the Mavericks. Tim Duncan's legacy, his greatness is just slept on.
I'm about to say, he don't need no add-ons.
His greatness is slept on. But think about Tim Duncan's legacy, even as it compares to Tony Parker's. Think about Tim Duncan's legacy, even as it compares to just about anybody else's. Because he was great, but also with the Spurs the entirety of his career. Think about the great Kobe Bryant. Kobe was great. Shaq was great too, but who's more beloved?
Hold on, who was beloved?
I didn't say better. I said
overall beloved.
Yeah, it's a show. We go deep on this show. Don't act like we super.
Who was better?
I didn't ask that question.
All right, wait a minute.
I didn't ask that question. Yes, because this is about
Shaq.
is winning a title mean more? No, don't do this. Don't do this.
I'm not going to hijack this segment, but if you're trying to tell me that Kobe Bryant's going down higher in NBA folklore than Shaq, you're lying to yourself.
Laker folklore. In Laker folklore, because we're talking about what means more.
Okay.
So the person who was there the whole time. So that's why when you talk about Giannis, since 2013-2014 season, only 2 Bucks players remain. Giannis and Chris Middleton. They've had 4 coaches, 2 owners.
That's not good.
2 stadiums, a whole bunch of players. But 2 remain, Giannis and Chris Middleton. And in 13 and 14, not only were the Bucks the worst team in the league, Giannis and Chris had the lowest 2K rating in the game.
What was that?
I think like 63 or something terrible.
Yeah.
But look at them now, Sel. They built it from the bottom up, built it from scratch. They didn't go with no microwave mentality. They didn't just go throw a lean cuisine in there and say, dee. No, they got on a stove. They went to work. They shot for the ingredients. They started cooking, and they about to have a meal just like the next team. The difference is they really worked for theirs.